And we are live.
Good afternoon, everyone, and sorry for the late start. It's completely and totally and entirely my fault this time. So we are here with none other than Dex, the the trader formerly known as the Vulcan, who is now known as the Algocapitalist. You can find him on Postcan Trading, and you can see his trading show that he does, as well as the Trading Academy. With that being said, Dex, what is going on, sir?
Oh man, everything and nothing at all. Everything and nothing at all. Just tracking this whole thing with the conspiracy, the false flag, with the cyber attacks, the thing that I warned everybody about, and now here we are, full force in the thing, into the thick of it. And I've been just running more algorithms to see, what else is on the horizon for us. Um, these things do come in waves and stages, and there's always something right around the corner from it whenever they do put it out there. So the fact that the false flag came right after I called it is telling me that they're preparing for something else as well, and we need to figure out just how um, how this thing is gonna evolve. Like even as we speak right now, gold is up almost $8. At 1237.80. Silver's back up to 1681. So things are taking place right now that we got to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
And yes, even on the back of this, the stock market's doing good. And what I'm believing is what I've been seeing. And what I've been seeing is right on the back of all this, what have they been saying on the business channels? Well, this reminds me of Bitcoin. And so for them to throw Bitcoin into the mix, and as far as, in the same conversation as cyber hacking and things of that nature, is letting me know, just like I told you guys in the video series that I did, there is no collapse. At the end of the day, they want to have their own Bitcoin. They want to control Bitcoin. They like the idea of Bitcoin because they see it as the ultimate control mechanism. So now, the only thing they have to do is determine and decide when is the best opportune time to roll it out, because that is going to be the new reserve currency. It's all digital. It's not going to be, physical, tangible fiat, but digital.
Well, we're pretty much 90% in digital currency anyway.
Yeah,
The
we
thing is,
are.
it's fear of Bitcoin is the simple fact that they can't control it. It's completely decentralized. They can do things to manipulate it, but I have 100% control. Is it's not even built into the code. It's completely impossible.
Right.
They want their own version. That's what they want, like what you said, man. That's why J.P. Morgan spent 300 million trying to create their own crypto and failed. But that doesn't mean
hmm
they've given up.
Well, look at it this way. And I was telling CJ too, you want to put this out here just so people can know once and for all, put this to rest. Everyone's been afraid about the whole internet thing. Oh, they're going to bring down the internet. No, they already have their JP Morgan Goldman Sachs entity for the internet, and they already are in control of that. It's called Microsoft. Microsoft controls that. The majority of all computers and software programs that exist on the planet are written for Windows. Most people, even though they have Macs, still use Windows. Windows has more programs available than and more applications than Apple. So with that being said, all they have to do, say, all right, Microsoft, do your thing. Next Windows update makes it so that no one can get online. That's very simple. That's nothing. They don't need to worry about a kill switch and all that stuff. So what's happening right now is just more of a power grab. But this time they decide that if we're going to control the hearts and minds of people, we have to do it in a couple of ways. You can control people by controlling food. You can control people by controlling water, and you can control people by controlling the internet, controlling electronics, and how they access the internet. So with that being said, when you're controlling that money that is attached to the internet and how people get on to the internet. So that's the next thing, is just rolling out phase two of the digital takeover, because they're realizing that's what we are. Everything's going digital. And it's funny because that narrative has been played out now, and just every TV commercial, every radio program, you name it, you're seeing more and more talk about, you know, robots being mainstreamed into every fiber of society. And they're selling it to you the way I told you they're going to sell it to you. Well, you know, you're already using computers. It started off using calculators, and now we don't use calculators anymore, but you're using a watch and you're using a cell phone. So, hey, this is just part of the next phase of this evolution of robotics. So that's how they're going to sell it to you. And then the next thing will be the next phase, or the ultimate phase, will be the merging of the human being with the robot. Because if you can't beat them, you might as well join them. And they're selling it that the human being is inferior to the technology. Therefore, the technology should be running things. It should be in control of everything. When in all actuality, the technology is a slave to the human being, not the human being to the technology. The way it works is the elite are going to be the slave masters of the technology, and the minions, the lower class, are going to be the slaves to the technology. So now there's a barrier between the elites and the masses. That barrier is the technology. Where
I'm not a
before
slave to
then,
technology.
well, if
I do like a lot of butt shots and stuff on Instagram, and I post it up there. My
I know, right? You don't do drugs, you just do crystal meth.
I do twerk videos on Instagram, bro. You follow me. Follow me at gorillatwerk.com.
But I tell you, it's crazy because as we talk, man, as we talk, peep this. Ask me what stock is on fire right now as we're talking. AMD, Advanced Micro Devices.
I love AMD. You saw their new Ryzen chip?
Man, I'm telling you, it's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to go to 100.
Yep. Yep. AMD has really done a great job with this. And if there's and I'm not giving financial advice here, but if there's a stock I'd buy right now, I'd buy AMD.
AMD is looking very sexy here.
Yep. Absolutely.
And so is
What's it
Hack.
going for right now?
Right now, it's at 1268, and it's about to hit
Holy
1269.
crap. Did you wait a minute? Oh, snap. I just want to make the audience remember something. Last week, before this whole cyber attack going, did you not warn us about it?
Yes, I did.
Didn't you not say the hack index is up? Expect a cyber attack? Holy
Yes.
shit! Dex, you nailed it.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You know, we live in
Wow,
an age where people don't like to give people their props.
bro, I give you mad props right now.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. I
Wow,
appreciate
that's
that.
right, dude. It just dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. This SOB just said last week the hack index was up. Expect a cyber attack, and boom, here we are.
Yep. There you go.
Wow. Wow. Give credit to where it's due, my man. Wow.
Now, ask me how I knew that.
How did you know that?
Strictly algorithms. The algorithm said so. And you want to know what they're saying now? Throw your computers out the window. No, seriously. No, dude, I'm telling you, right now, everything is, the stage is being set. Hack is still mad strong, and I'm telling you, watch out, because nobody was talking about Hack. You
Right.
never heard Hack mentioned on CNBC or on Bloomberg ever.
No, never.
Ever.
Ever.
Until this week. Now they can't stop talking about Hack enough.
Wow.
So the question people need to ask themselves is, why are they so behind the eight ball? Why are they so late to the party? How come they always pretend like they don't know something? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So here we go. Now the next thing is, the next phase of attack is this. I warned everybody about the gold and the silver, and I warned everybody about what was happening with these miners. The miners are already starting to creep back up, and we still may have one more smash down, at least an attempt of a smash down. before we do the thing I've been telling everybody is going to happen. So the question people should ask themselves if I was right about a global cyber attack, because I did say the word global cyber attack.
Right.
All right. Then maybe I'm right about the miners as well. Just maybe, just perhaps I'm correct about the miners exploding 1,000%. Maybe I'm right about gold and silver going near priceless levels. I'm probably right about that. I may not know a lot of stuff, but the things that I do know, I hold to it. Maybe, I might know what I'm talking about. I also said Bitcoin was going to 1,500.
Yep.
It did it.
Yep.
So I don't know what else people want. What else do you want me to do? I'm telling you things before they happen. What's up? That's the best you're gonna get.
Yep.
Stock market's not going down anytime soon either. Selling May and go away is not working. It's not working. Had you done that, you would have missed the new NASDAQ high. So it's just not working. All right. The markets are absolutely broken because of all the manipulation by the government. They cannot afford to not do what they're doing. They have to continue to do this. And we are going to see some weird things happening in the near future because as the stock market goes higher, remember what I warned years ago?
Yeah.
The stronger the stock market, the poorer the average American citizen.
Yes, it is because it's a wealth siphoning. It has a wealth siphoning effect, man. It's a parasitic loss directly to the economy. The
Yep.
higher it goes, it's sucking the wealth from somewhere.
See, you have to answer another question too. How is it that a digital currency has become more expensive than physical gold? How is that? No one's really talking about that. A digital currency that has no intrinsic value is more expensive than physical, tangible gold. See, if the power grid goes down, you can still do transactions in gold. I can give you a gold coin, you can give me a loaf of bread, we can go about our business. I can't do anything with a digital currency if the power grid goes down. Nothing. So it does have its shortcomings. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm just saying that you have to look at it. It's something that's built on sand. They want to put everything on sand. They want to build everything on sand, our infrastructure, everything that we do, they want to build it on sand. All right, now someone just wrote in the room about the bank runs that they've been hearing about. Okay, first of all, that's just clickbait. They want to blow something up out of proportion that really has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
And I tell you what I mean by that. I've discussed this, ad infinitum. There will be no bank runs in America. All right. There are too many things that they've put in place to make that an impossibility. You saw what happened back in 2008 when those hundreds of banks that were attached to the mortgage lending landscape. You saw when they were closing up shop what was happening, and you saw the attempted bank runs there, and you saw what happened. There was no bank run. Okay. If anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and Google it. You can find it for yourself. There was really no bank run. All right. They wasn't having that. There are many reasons why that can't happen here, and why it won't happen here. You'll see it happen in other countries, of course, but you're not going to see it here. So that's nothing to worry about. Everything is about to be digitized on such a level, it's not even funny.
Right.
You're going to have to be in the system. Someone wrote, if I follow bonds. Yeah, I don't know if you've listened to all of my end of day videos or my pre-market pulse scans, but I cover bonds. And yes, bonds have strengthened again. They're back into the mid 151 level. Almost, we hit 152 today, so we're oscillating between that 151 and 152 level I was telling you about.
Yeah.
We're about a point and a half of fluctuation right now in the bonds. Reason being is they can't have it too high because then that'll make it impossible for them to raise rates if they need to do that for political purposes. If they make it too low, then their hand is forced to raise rates even though they may not want to. So they have to keep it at a mid level. That's why you're seeing the bonds not too expensive and not too cheap. That way they can control yields. As far as the US dollar is concerned, US dollar is a different thing. You got two factions fighting each other right now. You got basically Democrat and Republican, for a lack of a better way to break it down. You got the Democrats saying, we need a strong dollar. Then you have the Trump administration saying, nah, we need a weak dollar for import exports. So right now, the dollar, technically speaking, it's not really cheap. Not at 98. That's not cheap at all. It's
Right.
below par, but it's still not cheap. Even
Right.
with the euro right now being at 111, that's pretty strong from where it was. So the euro has been on a tear while the dollar has been, slipping.
Mm.
Now, really, we don't start talking and getting concerned about the dollar, saying the dollar's cheap or it's trash until it hits into those 70s. Remember, 77 was a strong base for the U.S. dollar index, and here we are at 98. All right, so as long as you're still in these mid to high 90s, you're good. That's all they need in order to keep everything afloat the way they need to. I still hold to my 106 target though. I still have a 106 year end target, and that's because I still believe that they're going to lose control of this whole inflation debacle. They've been playing a nice game with it, but I think they're about to lose control of it.
I agree with you on that, man. I think they are going to lose control. I think it's you could screw with it as much as you may, and the reason for I think the biggest one is even though they're beating down the precious metals, it hasn't diminished whatsoever the purchasing rate. People are still ravenous for the metals.
Right.
And the premiums are being driven higher and higher, man.
And that's what's going to help this goal scenario: inflation.
Mm.
Inflation is going to get out of control. And you know what happens when inflation gets out of control. So does the price of gold. Inflation out of control, there goes the price of gold.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. And then when that happens, the miners are going to do what they do. Because remember, the miners are a special segment of the stock market. Yes, inflation, interest rates can hurt companies, obviously, when it comes to borrowing and lending situations. But when you are mining something that is going priceless,
Mm-hmm.
you do the math. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
that's where we're going with this, man. 1270 advanced micro devices. It's going there, man. The language that I am seeing come here, man, is just amazing. There have been more institutional money shifting into short-term asset plays like never before. Never before. And just to give you an idea of what I've been seeing here too, um, on in the last, I want to say, I'll give it like the last month, 2 months. I've only seen two instances in the silver market where institutional money was exposed on the short side.
Yeah.
So that should tell you something. As of yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I had the first signs of institutional money on the long side of the market, and I haven't seen that in quite a while.
Mm.
And that's in silver. And we had a rally alert back on the 10th, May 10th. and already you see where silver is trading at. So I think that for the most part, you're going to see this continue for some time now. And the institutional money signs are coming up in the oddest of places. Like they've been buying natural gas like crazy. They've been buying GLD like crazy. They've been buying uh, the bonds too, the ticker symbol TLT. There's also buying in UGAS, which for full disclosure, I'm long UGAS, have been for weeks.
You like you gas?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I
Let's
have
see what
gas too.
else.
You have gas. I have gas. We all have gas.
And then there's high frequency trading that I've been seeing, operating in some illiquid commodities like feeder cattle and live cattle and palladium, and even in wheat.
See, I am long-term bullish on platinum and palladium, bro.
Well, so are they because they've been buying.
Good. You know, yours truly moved at one point a sixth of the world's platinum by himself.
Oh, then you the man.
Dude, a sixth. That's how thinly traded the platinum market is, bro. Platinum is so thinly traded and is such a tight margin in
Mm-hmm.
terms of in terms of, you want to talk about rare. I mean, platinum is so damn rare, it's rarer than silver or gold combined. I mean, it's super rare. There's only
Yep,
like,
it's a
two or
very
three
thinly
spots.
traded market.
Yeah, there's only 2 or 3 spots where you can even find platinum, and platinum is not even from this earth. It's an extraterrestrial metal, meaning it got here through meteor strikes.
Wow.
Yeah, platinum and palladium and rhodium. Those are, I'm telling you, man. Especially now with, we're going into a people are talking about cold fusion. They're talking about zero emissions vehicles. Platinum and rhodium and palladium, they all have a very valuable play in that. And I know this from my strategic metals background and stuff. So it's I'm bullish on platinum, and it's so cheap right now to snatch it up.
Yep, I have
And
to
here's
agree
the
with you. Yeah.
crazy thing, dude. The Chinese have actually minted platinum coins. They've actually monetized it.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, man.
Didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And
Okay.
guess who controls pretty much 100% of the world's platinum market?
Who's that?
The BRICS nations, predominantly South Africa and Russia.
Really?
That's it. They're the only ones that control 99.9% of the platinum market on the planet, because that's where you find the biggest reserves.
Well, I can tell you that you got some big money that's been in there chasing that. It's right here on the screen. See, when we tell people stuff like this, man, I don't know if they listen or not, but the facts that you just dropped is big time. That's a big deal. Somebody just wrote too in the chat, the live chat. What do I think of the shipping sector? The shipping sector is part of our Illuminati index, and that whole dry ships thing is still our lottery ticket play. It's one of the fun things that we do.
Are you talking about the Baltic Dry Index?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. BDI
Baltic
is
Dry Index.
the BDI is it is the EKG meter on the global economy, bro. Go ahead, break it down, brother.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I like to watch ticker symbol DRYS, and there's a host of others within that whole shipping sector that I watch. And the DRYS, though, is definitely part of the Illuminati sector. And you can tell what's happening by the way that the price action is behaving with all the reverse splits and things like that. So all I can tell you is stay tuned as I get more data. Then the Black Ops trading room will definitely be kept abreast of what's going on with that and when to get in and when to add to positions. But right now, just sitting on a couple of shares, nothing big time. Just waiting to see when things are going to turn a little bit. And then when we get that buy signal, we're going to go all in because we know that this stock, all right, if you X out all the splits, all right, if you just X all that out, this stock has reached heights above $14,160 a share. So that should make you think about it. So Someone just asked now about XIV. Yeah, I haven't mentioned XIV that much. XIV has been on fire. XIV is very strong and is signaling that the stock market is actually
That's the
getting
VIX
stronger.
inverse, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The XIV is the ticker that you trade when the stock market is bullish. The TVIX is the one you buy when the market is bearish.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you right now, the XIV is in a strong bull market. Period. It's
Yep.
locked in, not selling anywhere. I don't even see any institutional shorts or high frequency shorts in this market. As a matter of fact, you'll be hard pressed to find any shorts in that market.
Right.
There's a lot of 401k money in there too, as far as in the XIV. You got 401k money in there. And I don't see anything short. We got a few warnings. There was some players that went in there and did something they probably did in the options market,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't play out. And it could be 3 to 5 days out, but we did get a crash alert a few days ago, but nothing panned out on that one. So I don't know. The last thing that we had, you got a little bit of follow through, but not really. And that was back on the 4th, May 4th. And then from there, the market proceeded to break out. So, and has run since that last buy side indicator, the market has run up $4. So, $4 move is a $4 move. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And and for those listening in the trading room who are listening to this live broadcast, Red Alert, Advanced Micro Devices Red Alert has just got within a penny of pulse waving. So you know what that means.
Break that down for the audience, bro.
When the market's pulse waving, it has a extremely high chance of going supernova to the top side.
Mm.
And this one has came within 1 penny of hitting that price inflection supernova point. If it hits it, I'm getting long. Full disclosure.
Nice.
Well, hey, that's what we do. If they're gonna do something nefarious, then okay, fine. I'm gonna benefit off of it. Regardless of what they do in these markets, they tell them themselves. They're pushing this robotics android agenda, so I'm gonna get paid. Whatever they
Yeah.
do, I'm gonna get paid. It's just that simple. So that's what we do. UVXY and TVIX, you guys just ignore those. You better off if you can do so, if your broker will allow it. You're better off to shorten the XIV outright. Don't fool with the UVXY and the TVIX. Those two things are so broken. They're the most broken securities on the planet. UVXY and TVIX are the most broken on the planet. Short the SVXY outright or short the XIV outright. Forget their inverse plays. They don't work. So that's how it is. That's how that goes. All right, someone made a comment, and I've heard this comment a lot. It says playing on the markets is feeding the beast, which means you are part of the problem. All right, so let's break this down. So let me get this
Oh
straight.
man, are you serious? Who said that?
Um,
Don't even mention the name. Don't mention. Just go
do
ahead. I'll
all
let
right.
you handle this, and I'll chime in on it.
Okay. All right. So let me get this straight. So then, what do you do if you found out tomorrow that every piece of medicine, every piece of nutrients and supplements, every drop of water, every piece of meat, everything that you need to sustain life was controlled by, let's say, someone in the Illuminati? Well, that means you have to go ahead and just blow your brains out and die now because you cannot, by any means, buy that next glass of water or that steak
Can't.
because
I
the company that
refuse.
owns it is part of the Illuminati. So is that what you're saying? All right. I'm not trying to put you on blast. I'm just letting you know that that is that whole statement when you break it down and draw it to its logical conclusion, is illogical.
Correct. 1000%.
And there's no way to get around that.
Look, here's the deal. Stop with the platitudes. Stop with the axioms that are repeated all the time. It's time that people get pragmatic.
Right.
Get pragmatic. If you wanna stay broke, if you want to keep financially struggling, or if you're one of those urban, like, jungle survivalist, that you're out in the cabins, you got your solar powered everything, you're off the grid. Hey, God bless you. You're on the wrong show. It's Rogue Money. It ain't Rogue Survival. Number one. Number two. My thing is this: get pragmatic. Don't hold on to. I know a lot of people that hold on to paradigms, but they broke.
Yeah, and cliches. All
What?
types of cliches. Cliches don't make you
All
money,
types of
man.
cliches. Don't hold on to. Oh, I'm not going to support it. They're screwing you every. Did you get the Dex? Did you get the memo that there was fluoride in the water? Because I didn't get that memo.
No, I did not.
No, we had to discover it on our own, right?
Exactly.
Right. So we had to discover also the fact that pretty much, these a-holes in high places control every single major facet of industry and commercial and commercialship in terms of products and services and this all that other stuff, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so now am I going to all of a sudden stop buying Tom's of Maine toothpaste because now they've been bought over by Palmolive, and
Exactly.
Palmolive is Satanist?
Or you tell the heart surgeon who's saving your life with life-saving heart surgery to stop.
You work for John Hopkins. Stop it.
I found out that you're an alcoholic.
John Hopkins University Medical Center. Yes. You guys have taken an endowment from the Rockefeller Foundation, so thus I don't want that.
Yes.
Be pragmatic, man. Look, the
market. I heard you beat
your
wife last night, so can you please leave my chest alone?
Leave my chest alone. Exactly. The whole point is this: be pragmatic. They are out there making sure that they screw you in the rear end with no lube. Okay? They're ridiculous. Out there to make sure that they absolutely screw you to death every which way possible to con you like you would not believe. But they've left these open markets, and if you know how to play it, and again, I'm not giving investment advice, but if you know how to play it, hey, you know what? Maybe you should do this to make a couple extra bucks instead of working the perfume counter at Macy's selling Illuminati perfume.
And pretty soon they'll have a machine to do that.
That's the next thing. But this is the point. Be pragmatic, man. Enough of this. This is the wrong show. There's a whole bunch of wackadoos you can go hang out with, but this is for pragmatic people who are wise enough to leverage. If you're not pragmatic, if you can't see the practical applications of certain things, you're not going to leverage certain situations. You're going to be You're going to be You're going to be in the basement eating cat food, waiting for the SWAT team to come through the door. You're going to be one of those crowds. And if you're one of those crowds, this is the wrong show for you, man. There's a bunch of guys you can go listen to right now who'll scare the shit out of you right now. Right now, they will scare the piss out of you. You will pee yourself, and maybe you like that. I'm not picking on anyone in particular because I don't know what's going on in the chat room screen because I don't have it open in front of me. But the point of the matter is this. It's like, guys, I'm telling everybody, I don't care who's in the chat room, freaking be pragmatic. They're abusing you. You think these guys will blink an eye to take advantage of you? And me and Dex are telling you to take advantage of them.
That's right.
Take advantage of them. That's why I love the guys over at My Freedom Now. Okay, they fix people's credit repairs. Now they're opening up funding. You get unsecured lending and all that. And God forbid, you can't pay back your loans that you borrowed. Oops. They'll wipe that off. Why? You're being used and abused. We're just telling you, hey, take advantage of them back. Don't break any laws, but break all the rules. Take advantage of it.
There you go.
Oh no, I don't want to support the Illuminati system. It all belongs to the devil himself. I will stay in my corner, and that's what I'll do. Grow up out of your shit. That's it. That's all I gotta say, Dex. Go ahead, man. Your turn.
It's all about using wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. If you don't use your wisdom and knowledge and understanding, then you're going to be a victim. It's just that simple. You're going to be a victim, and there's nothing you can do about it. And you're going to be taken advantage of too. And that's the thing that we've been trying to teach people. Stop being a victim. Stop letting people take advantage of you. You don't have to do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what else to tell people. I really don't.
Nothing else to tell, my friend. Nothing else to tell.
Oh, I do have some breaking news, though. It looks like. Hold on.
What's the
I think
breaking
I
news?
got some breaking news. Let me see. Hold on. Before I get too excited, let me see. Let me see. Hold up. I know I just saw it a minute ago. Hold on. Because this would be so dope. Okay. All right, no, it's not. It's not there. All right, I saw the wrong thing. Shoot, I was gonna make. I thought I had an announcement to make here live on your show, but I don't. I've been
Oh,
working on this whole Ethereum thing, getting the data for that, and it's not. It's not coming. It's not coming yet. I was hoping it was coming. I thought I had just found a source, and I double checked, and no, I didn't. Oh,
yeah,
rats. Okay, it'll get there one of these days. But I just want to let people know too. It's a blessing being with you.
same here, bro.
And I have to say, people, we take time to do this, so that you guys can be fully alerted and abreast of what's going on. And all I gotta say, and I'll leave it with this, man. If I was right about Bitcoin going to 1,500, if I was right about the Dow hitting 20 and 21,000, if I was right about the cyber attack days in advance, what else are we right about? What is it that you're missing and not paying attention to?
Right.
You can't make this stuff up. All right. This stuff you cannot make up. All right. It's here, it's in your face. All right. We do this for a living. These algorithms work. All right. Something that I created. All right. Myself. All right. I borrow and take from no man. This is me. This is my stuff. And I put it out there so that other people can have a additional income stream to make money. That's why I created postwavetrading.com. And yes, I know it's not the flyest website on the planet. It doesn't have all these bells and whistles. You want to know why? Because I'm all about the steak and not the sizzle. The post-wave price triggers is what you need. You don't need all that other salesman stuff. That's what it's about. And I just want to encourage you, if you are not part of the premium trading room, you need to come on and do that. Be about that life, learn what you need to learn, educate yourself, take the study course, learn what the central banks don't want you to know. And then you'll be all right. And you won't have to worry about whatever's going to come next. Okay? You won't need to worry about. All right? Just be encouraged. That's why I tell people be encouraged. And the only way to be encouraged is to do the right things. You can't be encouraged if you're not doing the right things. If you're not doing the things that you know you should be doing, or if you're not doing the things that people are telling you should be doing and you're neglecting to do. No one should have to tell you to do something that you already know you need to be doing. All right. That's what I hated about doing mortgages when I had my mortgage company. I hated the fact that I'm here trying to tell people to do something that they know they need to do, but won't do it. And the time to try to do it is not when all heck is breaking loose around you. When things are happening around you now, you trying to play defense. No, you should never be in a situation when you're playing defense. You should always be playing offense. Don't wait till the last minute and be like, okay, I just lost my job, Dex. Okay, how can I make X amount of money that I was making on my job to replace my lost income? Don't come to me with that. Don't wait until you lose your job and then you come to me because I can't help you then. Don't wait until all the stocks in your retirement portfolio are on their way to hitting zero because I can't help you then. All right. Don't be like people who make that mistake. They say, can you look at my portfolio and tell me what you think? And it's too late. They're already, down hundreds of thousands of dollars. Come on. What you expect me to do? I can't work with that. Okay. So the next thing to know is this. Um, I want to drop one little piece of information on everybody before we end today's broadcast. I know you guys hear a lot of competing voices. I know people tell you all types of things. There's so many channels on YouTube and on the internet, giving news, fake news, whatever kind of news. I just want to let you guys know that stop trying to know the future. You don't need to know the future. What you need to know is that you should be doing everything that you're supposed to be doing each day so that you don't have to worry about the future. But stop looking for people to tell you the future. Nobody knows the future. On those rare occasions where I'm able to predict something that's going on because that's what the price action in the market is suggesting, then so be it. But I don't just, you know, wake up in the morning and I just know what something's going to happen. No, the market lets me know what's going on. And that's not every day. That's not every month. That's not every year. It's whenever it happens. But regardless of that, I don't need to know about all of that. All I need to know is where should I get long or get short? And that's what the system tells me. So you don't need to know the future. So don't fall victim to all that stuff. Okay. I just want to encourage everybody with that. Watch who you listen to. You don't need to listen to a million different voices pulling you in all these different directions, and then you won't be able to take the right steps that you need to take. We call that over-analysis paralysis. All right, so don't try to overanalyze everything. Just stick to what you know, and then you'll be okay. I just wanted to put that out there. I feel like somebody needed to hear that.
Absolutely. Well said. And that brings us to the end, my friend. Give out your website and your social media. How can people follow you and the Trading Academy, sir?
You can follow me at The Vulcan Report on Twitter, or you can follow me at pulsewavetrading.com. That is the website, pulsewavetrading.com. And I am known as the Algocapitalist on YouTube.
Fantastic. And I'm just a monkey sitting behind a desk pressing buttons. With that being said, you can follow us on roguemoney.net. Check us out on the Twitter, Rogue Money, and Rogue Money, the Facebook page. With that being said, guys, we are over and out. Take it away, CJ.